How's it going, everybody? Another roster video for y'all today. We've got some rumors as well as some confirmations from both NA and EU to talk about. Some alluding to what could be. So with that said, let's jump over to the other screen. Not waste any time. First one's going to be coming from Team BDS. The second place team at the World Championships are looking to sign Exotic and Dralii, the up-and-coming ones player that's very, very talented, who's been making waves. Some people sold on him, some people not, but a lot of people know that he is heavily sought after. From my knowledge, he is one of the most sought-after rookies during this offseason over in Europe. There's a lot of people making a play for Dralii as they see a lot of potential in him. So, was surprised by the Exotic choice, if I'm being honest, based upon the availability of some players, but I also know there was some complication around Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon's very talented, we all know that, but there has been obviously the conversation about what's his mentality like, how does he perform in certain circumstances that a lot of people are considering. So with that in mind, I think it is kind of open for conversation, right? Like, is Monkey Moon worth the risk? I think when he is on, he is one of top 5 best players in the world. Like, he is otherworldly. He always has boosts. He's always in the right position to challenge you. Like, he is a nuisance to play against. Dralii is a bit more aggressive than some of the other players that have come around, like Zen, which I think does help out, as it allows Dralii to kind of be that first mana rotation, Monkey Moon to support, and then Exotic as the fill. Exotic, I think, obviously got a lot of love and attention from Gamers 8, not this past year, but the year before, and has lived up to the hype, I would have to say. I think Exotic on K-Corp has really done his job of showcasing that he's an incredible talent. I'm curious on how this will finish. This is currently a rumor coming from the Shift guys. Whether this is officially locked in or not, we'll have to wait and see. Alongside that, with current rumors, Fairy Peak, who we know and love, is rumored to be signing as Team Vitality's new coach. Obviously, we talked about it previously, where Farah has announced he's on to other challenges. He's trying to continue to improve himself and do additional things. But Fairy Peak, former pro going into coach, another one of those conversations. Obviously, he speaks French, very respectful. Back when I ran tournament organized for like the Brawl and stuff, Fairy Peak was always one of the first ones to volunteer. He was always very communicative, very respectful, and has been that way in person as well. I'm personally a big fan of Fairy Peak. I think he's super respectful, super professional, which is a good fit. You know, he's going to have good structure over at Vitality. Gauthier and the rest of those guys run a pretty tight ship. They have some big shoes to fill, though, without Farah, because Farah has obviously been very vocal. He has done a lot of camaraderie things. He's done a lot of things that are great. And you never know. Like, you don't know if Fairy Peak has the chops to be the coach, the father figure, the one who reprimands and holds people accountable. You know, I think he's capable of it. I think the one thing that he has that a lot of other coaches don't is he garners a lot of respect. A lot of people are going to listen to what he has to say, because even though Fairy Peak wasn't the most mechanical player throughout his career, he knew what he was doing. He was always in the right position, and he did actually have the mechanics. He just didn't have to showcase them. We've seen what he was capable of ones, what he did as a duo and twos. Like, guys won a lot of stuff. So guy knows how to win. Guys know what the mentality is into it. So a lot of hope for Fairy Peak if he ends up going to Vitality. I think it's a great fit for him. I really do. Alongside that, some things that are being alluded to right now. Atow and Rise decided to put out some videos within 10 minutes of each other. The current rumor, and we're going to pause music for this one. The current rumor is that Atow and Rise are going to go join Vatira and run it on K-Corp. This is what Atow had to say in his video. If you haven't seen this video, it's pretty straightforward.
I could say something. Oh my God. I could say something. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sleep on it. I could say something.
And then Rise said this.
True. The rumors are true. The rumors are true. You know, a lot of rumors are not true. But these is true. What?
Is it bait? Is it farming impressions? Is it them trying to just get some attention going? I don't know. Now, if we're assuming, then this is like, hey, the K-Corp deal is signed. We're locked in. Everything's good. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not going to believe it until I see official type of conversations of that regard. So, again, is K-Corp getting closer and closer to signing their roster? Maybe. Maybe those deals are finally done. Don't know. But I do know K-Corp announced that they have some like event they're doing with their players. I don't know if it's some League of Legends thing or what. But Rise and Atow maybe more likely to be in on K Corp. Maybe they're getting closer to that step. Next, we've got to talk about stuff over in NA. The Team Axel roster has officially released their team. They're bidding farewell. Whether they come back in the future or not, we'll have to wait and see. But there is a lot of conversation surrounding organizations like Team Axel that are kind of that C tier, B tier area, and may come back in the future if an opportunity arises. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some bubble teams or some leftover free agents that all come together, and then Axel's the team that kind of comes in and signs them after the fact, after teams have been locked in. Like, maybe a future signing I could see in like what is going to be called the spring split, I think, winter split, whatever they want to do it as. But Axel for now, saying goodbye to all their teams, coaches, casters, all that kind of stuff. If you guys don't remember, they actually came in through that DreamHack event where they did open qualifiers for everybody, and the best team and the best performing team at that event ended up getting signed for a year. And then they went from Accelerate to Axel and some different iterations, Bambi, J-Bot, and Tool. Again, we've seen a lot of different iterations of this team. We've seen some highs, some lows, but accomplishments-wise, they've always been kind of bottom of the pack. They've been competitive, they've been in main events, but not enough to go and get some dedicated wins. So not surprised by this one. It's expensive to stick around. Alongside that, we do have Elevate giving us some confirmation about their future. Virtuoso no longer with the roster. He did follow that up shortly after with an Australian flag. Is he going to Australia? We don't know, but we do know that he's being flamed by Archie and LCT. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, Virtuoso no longer with the APAC boys and going elsewhere. Speaking of APAC, we do have Gaming Gladiators that says they are releasing both Flitz and OSM. Flitz came in to play for Gamers 8, and that was the end of that. OSM also saying goodbye. But for Max, the last one out of the three, OSM, he is sticking with Gaming Gladiators. Looks like they're doing a rebuild about Max. Curious to see how that one goes. Curious to see on who he plays with and what that's going to look like. If you guys are having a difficulty of trying to stay up to date on all these things, I do have a roster document that I do make, ! RLCS rosters, in my Twitch channel. Come on over to twitch.tv/Lawler and type it in chat. It'll pull up this document. It's a bit.ly link that pops. You can see all the stuff that is confirmed up top, all the stuff that are rumors down below. We update this regularly. I say that as we updated it earlier today, and I haven't updated that, but it is the 5th of October. So it is updated. Eventually, this updated list with free agents and stuff is going to get removed. We're going to create another tab like we did last year, and we'll start filling things out. What I'm thinking of doing in the future for this document is actually doing it per region. So instead of RLCS 22-23, it's going to be RLCS 24 NA, RLCS 24 EU, RLCS 24 SAM, and I'll do it for all the top rosters that we see regularly in the like main event stuff. That way you can track each team and you'll have it broken down. I'll remove some of my my seating stuff and my like point distribution stuff that I do for my own sake, and maybe organize it per split, which might make it a little bit easier. You even have pros like T-Crawl asking, hey, who's going where, what's going on? ! RLCS rosters. But with that said, appreciate you guys all coming in and tuning into the video. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Here to answer any questions I can, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.